Ellarigu namaskara, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on an Amazon find. These are some of the brushes that this brush set is something that I found on Amazon, and I did ask a lot of you guys, and people are always interested in buying budget friendly brushes, right? So let's get started. So these are the brushes that I purchased from Amazon, and at the time of my purchase it was about 600-650 rupees for a set of 12 brushes. Now this is what the brush looks like. It has a sort of a baby pink beigey handle, and the barrel is rose gold, and the brushes, this is what it looks like. Not all the brushes are like blackish brown and white, some of them are white as well. So this is what it looks like. It's very sturdy. I've washed them I would say like 10-15 times already. I've had this for a good 3 to 4 months. I'm long overdue on this video, but then again it gave me a good time to test these out. So these brushes I washed like 10 times minimum, and these haven't shed at all. So I have like 12 brushes, and I'll quickly go through each of them. So this is what the first brush looks like. I will insert close-up shots, don't worry. So this is what the first brush looks like. It's a dense brush. This would be great if you had to blend out your eye primer, or if you had to set your eyeshadow base. This would work well. However, I would have liked it if there was like a big giant fluffy brush just to run a transition color in the crease, but this one is still really good, and you can use this to apply any cream eyeshadows, any eyeshadow base. This one's really good. Next up is this shade. Oh, by the way, most of these brushes are dirty because clearly I've used it. So this is the next brush. This is a flimsy blending brush, but it's not really big. So this is very nice if you want to place the product like tightly in your crease or your outer V, and nicely drag it through your crease and blend it very well. This would be really good. As you can tell, I have some pink from an eyeshadow look that I did earlier last week, but this one is really good and it blends out so well. I love it. With the brushes that have white bristles, I would recommend you guys, to wash it a couple times in every wash, because the pigments, especially colors like PAC or Essence, they tend to stain white bristled brushes. So be a little careful of that. So this is the next brush that I have. Again, this is completely white, it's not black and white. This brown, I used it to do this eye look today. So this is even more precise in comparison to this brush. This is much smaller in size, and again it has the same density as that of the previous brush. Like I said, it's not dense enough, it's like very fluffy. So this one is really good if you have to do like halo eye or something. You can place it in the inner and the outer corner and nicely buff it out. This will work so well. I love this so much, and it is also very well it also works very well if you have to buff the color on the lower lash line. This works really well as well. Next up is this brush. Why haven't I used this? I mean, I have used it. So this brush is sort of like a MAC 217, but not really. MAC 217 is a little bit thicker and more fluffy, but this one is along the lines of MAC 217. Like it tries to be MAC 217, but it is not. So again, this is the sort of color where you can, if you had to do like a cat eye look, you can place it clearly in the outer V like this and use it to like make that precise shape. This is the sort of brush that would work very well. I wouldn't really use this as a flat shader brush. Well, it is not a flat shader brush, but I wouldn't use this to pack on shimmer colors on the eyelid because it's not dense enough. But if you had to use this like for precision work, works amazingly. Next up, I have another blending brush. Okay, so I'm going to show you all three blending brushes. So these are the three brushes, and you can see that they go down in size. So this is the smallest brush, and this is so good. Like suppose with this look that I did, if you had to place a dark brown in the outer and the inner corner, and a brown in the outer and the inner corner, a darker brown again on the outer and the inner corner, and black in the same places, you can use this brush to precisely place it like in very small spots and blend it out. This works so well for that. I've used this for so many detailed blending work, and this is just so good. And again, it's really fluffy, so you can use this precisely to place the color and blend it. So next up, I have another blending brush. This is just like a generic blending brush. You can use this to blend anything, buff out the lower lash line, so you can use it. And most of these brushes are eye brushes, but you can use this as face brushes if you can manipulate them your way, but I would generally not do it. Next up is this brush, which is an eyeliner brush, or that's what it was intended for. First of all, this bristle, you can't even see, okay, this bristle is a little thick and it's more spread out than it needs to be an eyeliner brush. However, I don't have a gel liner to have actually tested this brush, but this is very, very nice when you have to precisely place color on your lower lash line. I've used it for that. This works very well for that. Also, inner corner highlight bomb, if you want to highlight the Cupid's bow, works very well because it's very, very thin, but it's not thin enough to do a precise eyeliner. So this I wouldn't suggest for eyeliner, but it's still pretty good. Oh, by the way, all the brushes, they come in a cap like this, which the cap is long gone. Okay, you can see here the cap is long gone. I don't know where the caps of all the brushes are. I only saved that one just for the sake of the video. Okay, and then we have 3 flat shader brushes. So first is this one, which is itty bitty tiny, and you can use this for, again, to, if you want to do something like a cut crease look, this would work very well. It's not very dense, it's a little bit fluffy, so you can use this to pack color on your eyelid. Again, this same with this brush as well. This is just a generic flat shader brush, nothing too special about it. You can use this to place color on your eyelid. I actually used this brush today to carve out my lip line. It went a little off, so I used a compact to carve out my lip line. It worked well for that. So yeah, you can customize however you want it. And now I have this shader brush. Again, this is the smallest of the 3. Let me hold all 3 side by side in comparison. So if you can see, these are the 3 brushes. So this brush is really good for inner corner highlight. This brush is very good for cleanup, and this brush I would say is the best out of the 3 flat shader type brushes to pack a punch on your eyelid. This is really good, and it is small as well, so it can help you get that perfect application on your eyelid of any shimmer shadow that you're applying. This is really good. Next, I have the 2 brushes that I feel like these are the sort of brushes that you wouldn't generally see from any brand, especially the ones that you find on Amazon. So first is this itty bitty pencil brush. This is so tiny, like look at that. This is my nail, and this is what it looks like. It's so tiny. Of course, it has brown on it because I used it today, but then this is so good if you want to smudge your kajal on top. This is good if you want to smudge something on the lower lash line. It's good if you want to highlight the inner corner and the brow bone. It is good. This is one of the best pencil brushes that I have used. The other pencil brush that I had was this one, which is so huge in comparison, and it's not that fluffy. And I mean, sorry, it is fluffy, which I don't like. This is fluffy but stiff enough, so I like this one way better as a pencil brush. The last brush that we have is an angle brush, and this has a very thin angle to it. I don't know how well you can tell. It's really thin. You can use this to fill in your eyebrows if you're using a pomade, or if you're using a brow powder, you can use this to fill into your eyebrows. This works very well. Gel eyeliner, it might work. I haven't given it a shot, but then again, if I did, I will let you guys know. But I love this brush as well. So overall, they have a lot of blending brushes, and flat shader brush is something that I wouldn't suggest as something that you must have, because you can use your finger to tap color onto your lid. That works very well. Most of the time, flat shader brushes are used only to get precise application onto the lid. The other brushes that are there in this collection are really good. So I would definitely give this a thumbs up, like 5 out of 5 buy it. If you guys are looking for amazing eye brushes, do give it a shot. I will leave a link to it in the description box below. So with that, we come to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I will catch you in my next one. Till then, bye.